So if you're a freelancer or agency owner and you want to make more money, then you can build all of the automations that you need inside of Twin. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how you could automate the process of tracking different leads on platforms like Upwork. And I'm going to be showing you how you can automate the entire client work using Twin. Now, this is going to be a super quick video because I've made a bunch of examples of this on the YouTube channel already, and I would urge you to go check them. I've showed you how I've closed $12,000 clients on Upwork and automated the process using Twin. I've shown you how I've, taken the call recordings and then put them into Twin and then generated beautiful PDFs and made $4,000. All of this is on the YouTube channel, but ultimately I just wanted to show you some quick automations that you can build right now with very simple prompts that actually will benefit you in your business so that you can actually start making some money using Twin. Because all you got to do is make what, $20 to $50 to make your money back on Twin, which is super easy. And the best part is you could just use the free credits that we give you anyway to build basically all of these automations together. So let's jump in. So the first automation we're going to do is we're going to scrape different Upwork jobs that come up for AI automation. So all we're going to do is type in monitor new Upwork jobs for AI automation and message me them on Slack. Very simple prompt, very easy. We don't have to get super complicated with the prompt engineering here. We're just trying to scrape some jobs so that we can apply to them. Very simple. And the funny thing is there's tools on the marketplace right now that charge $20, $50, even $100 to do this service when you could literally just build it into Twin completely for free using the free credits. Now, as you can see, it's asking which jobs do you want to scrape. So let's go with fixed price only. We don't want any hourly jobs here. And which Slack channel should we use? Now, the funny thing is it already knows that I have a Slack channel that's public on my Slack called Upwork Jobs because I made it prior to this video, but it didn't ask me to make a new one. It just looked on my Slack and said, oh, you already have this. So let's just use this one. So yes, use that one. And we want it to run, every hour. And of course, we can change this later on how often it runs. Maybe we want it to run every day. Maybe we want it to run every minute, for example. We can set that up. Now, as we can see, it's found the Slack channel that we're looking for called Upwork AI Jobs. It's going to run every hour. And now it's just going through the process of actually building this out. Now, if you haven't already, I would urge you to go and check out the other videos on this channel where I show you automations that I'm using on Upwork. Things for creating SOWs and proposals, things for actually automating the entire client work and building out the implementation plan and onboarding documents for the clients. All of this is on YouTube completely for free. And again, you don't even have to pay for Twin to do this. You can use the free credits to do this. Literally, let me say that again. Use the free credits. Don't pay anything. Just click in the description. Go and use the free credits to build out like half of these automations anyway. Now, the cool thing is Twin has an automatic scraper built into it. So you don't actually have to use the browser feature or something that's a little bit more credit intensive. Twin will just automatically use this scraping tool. And if we come back in 1 minute and 8 seconds, it's actually gonna already went ahead and scraped these Upwork leads. Now, the cool thing is we're just building the front part of this. So to scrape the leads, put them in a Slack message, but obviously we could put them in a Google Sheet, give this to our team. We could even maybe add some additional automations on top of this. So maybe we could read the description, see if there's any public information in there, scrape it, check it against LinkedIn or Google, and then maybe enrich that data so that we can reach out to them if we don't want to spend the connects on Upwork, for example. There's many things that we could do with these automations, and really you're only limited by the ideas that you have in your head. But as long as you can explain it in simple English and just type it into Twin in its orchestration mode, it can do it. And look, now we only have 10 seconds left. So let's just wait and see what Upwork leads it's scraped. And of course, we could do this for Upwork, but we could also do this with like Freelancer or Guru, Fiverr or TopTal or People Per Hour. It doesn't really matter. We could even build this into one big automation where we're scraping all of the different freelancing sites so that we can, pull them all into one place for ourselves. And the cool thing is we can even make an interface out of this using Twin's interface system. And we don't even need to give it a prompt. We literally just need to say, hey, make me an interface for this. And the cool thing is after that is that we can deploy it, use it, or even resell it to people as a SaaS if we wanted to do that too. The possibilities are endless, essentially. Now, as you can see, we've got an Upwork AI automation job scraped results. So if we expand this, we can see the different types of jobs that are available. And there's some cool ones here, actually. There's some for like 500, some for 2,000, and some for a little bit less, like 100, 150, etc. Let's go ahead and approve this. Let's get that inside of either the Slack or whatever we suggested to it. I think our initial prompt was just to get it on Slack, which is fine, but maybe we can in the future store this in a Google Sheet. We just have to tell it that we want it to do that. And the cool thing is this is going to run every single hour. So we're constantly going to have new leads coming to us. But again, we can change the frequency of which this happens. And yeah, it's basically whatever you want, it can happen inside of Twin. Now, one really cool thing that's happening here, which I didn't even ask it to do, is it's generating concise description summaries for each job using the LLM feature inside of Twin. So we're not even using like our own ChatGPT API or Claude API. We're just using Twin's LLM to build this out. And that's pretty cool. We didn't even ask it to do that, but we're getting a summary, which is great. So now we've generated 20 different summaries, and we're going to get this in the Slack channel. So let's head over to the Slack channel and see what it looks like. Now look at this. We're getting a beautiful interface on Slack with the different jobs. We can click on them to jump straight to the actual Upwork job itself, which is super cool. It's obviously going to help to be logged into our Upwork account to do this. But you can see these are people that have already spent money on Upwork. And on top of that, like build simple AI content system. This one's for $500, and we can just go ahead and apply to these. And obviously if we're using a team here, we can like, emoji them or start a thread with them. And these are going to be coming in every single hour. And it's also pulling in what level of skill is needed to acquire these. We could also add something later if we wanted to score these leads or to send them somewhere else via email, or only notify us of the ones that score over a certain range. Their possibilities again are endless. And now this automation is completely built in what? 8 minutes if I look at the clock, which is pretty cool. And in terms of our actual time, it's just been me waffling here on YouTube. Realistically speaking, you probably did about 30 seconds of work to build this. So now you have the full build. You can see the instructions on the right hand side here, which is like almost like the SOP, which you can adjust, by the way, and type other things in here if you wanted to make a change. And on top of that, we've got the time trigger, and it's automatically switched over to run mode. And what this means is it's going to be about 12 times cheaper in credits now every single time that it runs in comparison to the first time that it did this. And the reason for this is because every single time you build an automation, it switches from build mode, which is more credit intensive. It's using high reasoning to build this automation. And then it's switching to run mode, which is just there to execute the automation, and because of that, it's much cheaper and also gets cheaper and cheaper with time. And that's the thing, guys, you can build all of these automations inside of Twin in 5 to 10 minutes. And these are things that you could actually use to make money, and you can do it with the free credits that you get inside of the free plan on Twin. So if you haven't already tried out Twin, please click the link in the description, click it, just try it for free. It's completely free. It's not going to charge you any money. It's not going to cost you anything to try it. And even when your credits run out, it's still going to run. It's just that you're not going to be able to make new automations. Really cool, guys. I hope this is helpful. I hope you can see the value of Twin here, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And before I go, if you have any Upwork automations that you want me to build out, put it in the comment section and I'll actually build them and put it on this YouTube channel. But anyway, peace.